What is going on, everyone? This is NinjaGeek here, and in today's Overwatch video, I'm going to be telling you how to easily get the Undying achievement in Overwatch. The Undying achievement, or trophy, is a 20 kill streak within quick or competitive play. And I say easily very lightly because it's really not that easy unless you're playing with a full party or enemies that don't really have a clue about what they're doing. That makes it a lot easier, but I'm going to be going over some tips as to how you can get it easier if you are having a specific problem with this. So the first thing that I want to talk about in getting this a little bit easier is the fact that you really want to play on defense. So if you join into a game and you see that the offense or you're on the attacking team, don't even try and go for this. I mean, you could try if you want to get frustrated, like trying to stay alive, but you're not really going to get it. And the reason why is because when you're on the attacking team, you can't lock down the spawns. Everyone on the other team is going to be spawning in everywhere else. You don't really know where they're going to spawn in, whereas on the defensive team, as you are seeing in this gameplay right here where I'm playing as Tracer, I know exactly where everyone's coming from because there's only one spawn point so far at the beginning of the game, and overall when you're playing on defense it just seems a little bit easier to kind of control everything versus on the attack everyone's kind of dispersed, but with your defense your team is all mostly together, and that's why I prefer playing on the defensive side. But the next tip is a pretty generic and simple tip, even just for playing Overwatch, unless you really need a different hero to play as because your team needs it. But you want to pick a hero when you're going for this that makes sense for yourself as well as the game type that you're playing and who you know as to play as. So for me, I'm going to talk about some Tracer tips a little bit later, but however, pick a character that you personally like. Some people just can't play as Tracer, so don't look at this video and say, oh, he's using Tracer, so I have to use Tracer. Don't do that. Me, personally, Tracer's my favorite character, and I learned how to play her so well. I have over 8 hours play with her in my, 20 hours of the actual game. And with Tracer, the fact that I really like is that she could blink in and out. Now, the thing about Tracer, the characters or the heroes that you have to really avoid are McCree and Roadhog. Obviously, you want to try and avoid anyone pretty up close, if you will, but McCree definitely, because he has his flashbang, and Roadhog with his stun, it's pretty hard. Like there, you see, I saw a McCree, and I was like, nope, I'm out of there. I bounced out. Because of McCree's flashbang, it's just going to be impossible. But another Tracer tip I can give for all Tracer is the fact that you don't want to rush up and kill somebody instantly or try and go for them, because what ends up happening is you hit them, but sometimes your teammates aren't there, and then they end up getting you killed, or something happens randomly. And with Tracer, you may think, well, why not? Do you not want to play offensively, like getting close into people's faces? And simply, that's just because her guns don't really do a whole lot of damage. Up close they do. And there I see McCree. I got really scared there, but I threw my pulse bomb and managed to pick him up. But it's complicated to explain because you don't want to get close, but you do want to get close. Because as long as you clip someone for the eliminations, you will get them instantly. If you hit someone just a tiny bit and your teammates pick them up, as you can see right there where I got the 15 kill streak, I clipped that guy and got 5 damage on him and still got the elimination. And that's so much easier to do than try and go up and face the enemies one-on-one by yourself and getting yourself killed, which leads me into my next point, because there are probably other tips I can go on with about Tracer, except, you just kind of have to be moving all the time. That's a big tip with Tracer, as well as everything that I just previously mentioned, who to stay away from. So clip enemies from a distance so you can get the range, but also get the elimination on them. Her guns aren't going to kill them from that range, but hopefully your teammates can pick them up if they are good. But don't get too greedy is my next tip. This is probably the biggest one of the entire video, because what happens a lot of the times when I went for this achievement is I would say, oh, I can get that guy, he has low health, and then I go try and get him, and I end up getting destroyed, and I get frustrated when I'm on a 15 kill streak, and I just end up ultimately rage quitting. I mean, not really out of the game, I just take a moment to pause. But that's what you don't want to do. Don't get greedy and think to yourself that I can take on these guys. Stay back at all costs, no matter who you're playing as. I don't care if you're a Reaper. Stay the hell back. Your guns can't hit anyone, but if you get one shot off, manage to clip him, or the enemy that you're trying to shoot at, then it'll be a lot better than trying to face people up close. Obviously, Reaper is an up-close character, and right there in that situation, the whole entire team was right there, and I was in a panic. I wasn't sure what to do, and I threw the pulse bomb at that guy, got that guy. So that's pretty much it on the Tracer tips, but don't be greedy. That's the biggest one that you really want to focus on. And the last one just happens to do with luck of having good teammates like I had in this gameplay here, and pretty much garbage enemies, because if your enemies are good, it's going to be way harder to get in there. I pick up the achievement as well as the 20 kill streak. I actually go on a 25 in this game, which I was impressed. But, so that's pretty much it on the video. So I'm going to be going over the tips again. Play on defense so you can lock down the spawns easier. Pick a hero that's more comfortable that you know how to use, but don't pick one that's way too defensive like Mercy or someone like a health character, because that's not going to be helpful in getting this specific achievement. I gave you some Tracer tips to use, so and you could also look up other Tracer tips if you don't really know how to play as Tracer and really want to start learning. There's multiple guides on YouTube that will show you how to play Tracer well, but hopefully you did enjoy all my Tracer tips since I have her most played timed in here. Don't be greedy. Best tip of all, do not be greedy, and you just have to kind of get lucky with the teammates and enemies that you have. It's not like a major part in this. You could probably still get the 20 kill streak if you actually tried and stayed back. That's like one of the best points, is to stay back on the defensive side. However, it just makes it a little bit easier when trying to go for this achievement. So hope you did all enjoy this gameplay. Leave a comment down below if you have any other suggestions as to how you can easily get this, if you are still trying and having trouble doing this, and I will see you on the next video or Overwatch video. I also have a playlist of other Overwatch achievements if you want to check those out and are having some difficulty with those ones, and I'll be doing more if I feel the need to. So that's it. I'm NinjaGeek. I'm out. And peace.